made my whole house out of dirt and a parrot.
What the?
This just look like a train in trash. Not even gonna look this over there. And it's too short. Ah! What happened to the other sword? Alright. Okay, oh my god. All I had to do was land in the water without falling to my death. I felt that. Die, 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 die! Fish! What is that? What is that? Oh, it's my parrot. Those seeds. But now, how I get them on? Oh my god! Ah! It. So we'll push on us. You wanna see what happens next? This is my closet. And it's gonna burn down, but they have to try not to touch that fire. Oh. What's happening? This is thick wood! Oh, that's strong wood. That is strong wood. Ah! Ah! Shit, my house. If someone joins my server, and they join the next server which I joined, why are they even here? That better not fall on my face. Good. Come on. I got a sword that doesn't block because I'm playing the new version! What are you doing? Ah! Why? Well, you died! Ah! I can't survive this. I don't have any water. I'm gonna die. Nothing's happened. Leave, 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 leave. Leave, 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 leave. Oh, looks like it's gonna be boarded up. If it spreads, I won't be able to get across. It would just be like me disappearing. Oh, and I'm breaking my thing. Yeah, this is easy still. I could just... Oh, fuck. Shit, die. Shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, oh, fuck. Ah, fuck it. Ah. Then by oh, and Ben by never. Oh, there's another bridge. Okay. Ah! I'm yelling because I keep getting hurt. Not. Or I bet I can get in that water. Alright. But I'm lost. I am lost. I am lost. Where am I? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know your ass. I just want to see someone's server today. That's why I joined someone's server. I just wanted to see what they were doing. I think I did a survival game.
Did you draw all these? What is it? Don't tell me, don't tell me. It's a lonely haystack. It's a beetle. This painting is clearly a sign he wants to be free.
We're family. We're in this together. Disney's the one and only Ivan.
What have I even done with my life?
There's a judge they call Paul Newby. He's got criminals on the run. Paul Steely Stairs got them running scared, and he'll take them down one by one. Paul Newby, he's a tough old judge, respected everywhere. So walk the line or you'll do hard time. Criminals best beware.
What's going on, Minecraft fans? My name's Luke the Notable.
And I'm the Tors.
And in this video, we're going to be surviving 100 days in Minecraft.
Together. I've never really played Minecraft before.
But I guarantee you by the end
I
of these
forgot
100
that I
days,
had
you'll
a
be
map.
Ender Dragon.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's going to be quite a long journey.
And my
to get
friend
there.
and my
So let's
cousin
just get in.
played this
Day
with
number one.
me.
So here we are, day number one.
I think she
Loading
picked
into a
the
random
map, that's why I
Minecraft
have a
world.
map.
Oh, and there's there's the Taurus. I'm so excited. We gotta get to work quick though. Night's coming fast, and we don't want to end up dead on day one. You know, it wasn't a bad spawn point. We were right next to the ocean, which is always nice.
We decided to skip the dirt shack phase and went straight to wood.
With 2 people, construction was a little bit easier. And we
What am I doing? I'm not even doing
this. By
this.
the nighttime, I even found some of
I'm
my
not
favorite
doing
flowers.
this.
We did pretty good for day 1.
Why?
Tools and a house
Stop.
made out of dirt.
No!
Nothing to do
No!
but stand here and wait till morning.
Day 2, I started construction
I hate
on a mine
myself.
shack. It's not much, but this is Minecraft.
Now you have to find my map.
Collecting flowers and then getting
Son of a
While trying
bitch.
to use a coordinate system, I fell in a hole. I really don't need this right now. It's so dark.
She made it back home. We should really start investing in some compasses. But that's gonna take some mining. And day 3, I did nothing but it. Nothing fancy, just some simple strip mining, looking for the good stuff. Taurus was doing some unpaid roofing all day in the hot sun. So I figured the least I could do was hook her up with some nice new shiny iron armor.
It's so shiny. I love it, sweetie.
Day 4, Taurus was gonna do more roofing. It's a pretty big job, but not before watching me heroically take down a creeper. After that, I went back in the mine. I was trying to find some diamonds for my lady. I didn't find diamonds, but I did find an abandoned mine shaft, which I couldn't pass up. If you're not careful in these things, you can get creeped on, but I was very careful. And you know, I found a lot of good stuff down here. For day 4, we're doing fantastic.
And the roof's looking pretty good, too.
Day 5, I set up a farm. If we keep eating all the local animals, they'll go extinct soon. It's just the bread farm, but nothing's wrong with bread. Bread? Yeah, that was pretty much it. Most of the day was spent hunting grass. Yeah, but it's gonna take a few days for that bread to grow.
Alright,
so
since I'm
sorry,
in the village, I can do a
Good
game
news
for this time.
is I had enough iron for shears, so I didn't have to kill the sheep for its wool. But I did anyway. Sorry, sheep. I have a family to feed. While exploring, I found a nearby desert temple. Shouldn't be too hard to go through this thing. Of all the structures you can
Ooh!
find, these ones are probably the easiest, and they have some pretty good loot.
I thought I was going to die, but I made it.
Wow, also setting up a wall.
That was cool. That was even
busy on day
cooler.
6, and perfectly still in the house, contemplating life. I said earlier we have good access to the ocean, so bright and early on day 7 I went out exploring again. The ocean's a great place to find loot. It's pretty much everywhere. Here I found gold and a buried treasure map. And that pointed to a spot right nearby, so I went straight to it. And with just a little bit of digging, I found the buried treasure. And it had some diamonds. Kinda cool to think that the first diamonds I found in this place were worth mine.
Done.
Free. And would you look at that, another desert temple on our roll here. After adding this TNT to our collection, we have some serious firepower. But I gotta say the best part of the day was riding back home into a nice sunset. And look at that, Taurus was right where I left her. Day 8, we started construction on some proper storage. It's one of the most important things in a Minecraft world. Well, obviously it's nowhere near as important as landscaping, but it's up there. I'm taking this storage idea from my 1,000 days playthrough. I basically just put blocks of whatever I'm storing behind the chest. It looks nice. At night, Taurus and I finished up the roof and attic where we'd be sleeping. Ironically, though, it took all night, so by the time we got finished, we couldn't even sleep up there.
Who's that?
By day 9, the house is really starting to look like something. We've still got a dirt floor, but, you know, we're getting there. But most of day 9 was just spent moving our items from the house to the main storage. It takes a while. But as you can see, halfway through, I got a little bit distracted by all this bread. Well, at least now we won't have to kill the innocent to feed ourselves anymore. And I'm gonna try to cut down on the monster population by torching the place up. You're gonna light, and you're gonna light, and you're gonna light. Yes, and I've been waiting for this. I'm so excited. Finally, we get to sleep together in the same bed. Wow, that's a lot of achievements. But we're back to work on these. I'll keep it fun. We'll be good.
Hey, for once I'm actually doing some work. Mining for diamonds. You want diamonds, ladies? You gotta work for them. But I mined all the way to bedrock like a real man.
Day 11, it's finally time to get rid of that dirt floor. Again, having 2 people working on this stuff makes it a lot easier. Twice as easy, actually. And before we knew it, we had a nice granite floor. A little bit better than dirt. And the rest of the day, we were mining away. I didn't find any diamonds. Taurus found some, but wasn't recording. Funny thing is, though, day 12, I wasn't recording, so we only have Taurus footage. Too bad it's just a 2-minute clip of her sitting in the house doing nothing.
Average day. I got lots to think about.
Day 13, I made a diamond pickaxe for the good of the realm. That's because I used it to mine up some obsidian, and with that obsidian, made a portal to the underworld and went to hell.
And while Luke was in hell, I was in the mine for about 2 days. He would come by every now and then to drop off pickaxes and supplies. Thanks, honey. Then I got to make my first diamond sword. Gotta stay strapped.
I started off day 14 by setting up a sugarcane farm. We don't really need it right now, but eventually we will. And honestly, I always forget to set these things up until it's too late. Later, I ventured out looking for cows, but honestly, I think we murdered them all in the first week. Taurus spent the day setting up hedges, and they look really, really nice. Day 15, we both went back out looking for animals. Bread's good, but sometimes you need some meat. I was able to find 2 cows in a nearby swamp, but trying to get these things back to base is going to be quite the adventure.
While Luke found the cows, I found the chickens.
I'm gonna
Now it's
just
dark,
get
we're separated
some
and totally
diamonds
lost.
and some
If you look
sticks.
closely behind the chickens, you might notice all those monsters
So I
trying to
can't
kill me.
skip.
I wanted to help, but I had
Just
my own problems. Getting these things to go over water is not easy. But I really didn't want Taurus to die over chickens, so while she got home, I guarded her.
I would have happily died for these chickens.
Run! Just run!
on! No, the chickens! But I got them the next day when the sun was out.
And I got the cows too. It definitely wasn't easy, but we got them. But hey, bonus points, we also got some sheep and then started breeding them. We realized the chickens had no place to live, so we quickly made a little chicken coop. We almost died over these things, so it's important. The farm's getting pretty big by this point. We definitely have enough to feed ourselves, but maybe one day we can turn these crops into profits. And the entire area is really starting to come together. We've got diorite roads, hedges, and tons of flowers.
I might have gone overboard on the flowers.
Though Taurus definitely doesn't like the placement of the nether portal. We're going to do a little bit of exploring on day 17, trying to find a village. Though, of course, whenever we saw some loot, we stopped along the way. The ocean's full of it. Hey, get on my boat, hippie! The best time to find a village is at night, up someplace high like a mountain. Villages have lights in them, and at night it's a little easier to spot them from far away. This town's a little small, but we can work with it. It's not too far from our house. So, like any good landlord, we immediately started locking these people inside of their own houses. Oh, and we might have also stolen all of their things, but don't worry about that. Taurus and I didn't have beds, so we just commandeered one of the villagers' houses and stayed in it all night. Well, renovating this town is going to take quite a lot of work, but I guarantee you by the end of this series it'll be beautiful. Well, that's assuming we can keep all of the creepers at bay. It's not a huge town, 4 or 5 houses, 1 farm. That's about all we have. Though all progress stopped immediately when I spotted a cat. Taurus really wanted one.
What do you mean one? I want them all. The only reason I wanted to find a town was to find cats. I'm putting this cat in the back of my boat and I'm taking him home. You can stay there. That way you can look out the window.
The town we were just at is very close by, so on day 19 I went into the nether to build a nether portal transport system. It's pretty simple. 1 block in the nether equals 8 blocks in the overworld, so if I go through this portal, I'll arrive right in the town. So now if we ever want to come to the town, we don't have to go across the ocean. How nice. But today I was nowhere near done with the nether. I'm still out here exploring. And would you look at that? I got incredibly lucky and found a nether fortress. It even had a blaze spawn. This is probably the luckiest I've ever been in any Minecraft playthrough ever. Until my sword broke. That's fine. I ran back home. It wasn't too far. But by day 20, I was back in the nether with a diamond sword ready to kill some blaze.
And while my hubby was in hell, I was tending the chickens.
Taurus wasn't recording on day 21, but that's fine because it was pretty much just a day filled with chores. As you can see, I did a lot of farming. Again, we have more than enough to feed ourselves at this point, and with the new village we found, we can start making some profits. But again, yeah, that was pretty much it. Just a whole day of farming. Very fun. And I've got
Not going right there. Take this.
The land around us is pretty flat, so it's pretty easy to expand the farm.
I started construction on my
Please
beach
break
house.
so I
I'll
can
get
take
one
that.
way or another.
At night, I moved to the nether portal. Like I said, my wife didn't like how it looked.
Happy wife, happy life.
Day 23, we decided to put the TNT to good use. This hill is blocking the view of Taurus's beach house.
I don't have a lot of experience with Minecraft and even less with redstone, so this is going to be an explosive introduction.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have taken all that long to do this manually, but it's a little more fun with TNT. Sorry about destroying your home, Turtle. I'm still expanding the farm on day 24. This footage was recorded before the trade war. At night, I worked on separating the cows from the sheep. I could feel the gang wars about to start. I also cleared out some skeletons from Taurus's Dark Island. You should really put some torches on this thing.
You mind your own business.
Sometime around day 20, we ordered a pizza, and by day 25, it got here. So while I was technically still in Minecraft, I was eating pizza in real life. That's free crop growth, that's all I'm saying. We're still farming in day 26, so this is 100% for profit. I've already got 64 bread in my inventory. And after a short trip to the nether, I was back in the village selling my crops to the farmer. Every 20 weeks turns out to be 1 emerald, and then I sell those emeralds to the cleric to try to level him up. Eventually, if I level him up high enough, I sell the ender pearls, and then we can beat the game easily. Of course, there's still a lot to do on that front, but we also have more than 70 days left. Anything could happen. First thing I did on day 27 was go over to the cleric and sell him all of my gold. This leveled him up to expert, and I was able to purchase an ender pearl. We'll definitely need more hive enders before we can beat the game, especially since the first one I used exploded. But at least now we have the ability to purchase hive enders, and we have a general direction of the end.
And I'm still working on my beach bungalow. On day 28, I finally put the finishing touches on my estate. It's not the best, but it's mine, and no boys allowed. Unfortunately, my view is still impeded by the further hill.
If you were wondering, I was slaving away all day under the house making a basement. Eventually, we'll put an enchanting table down here. That for now, go back to farmer. Then I killed this innocent trader for his leaves. I do it every time. Later, I donated a flower to Taurus to warm up the new land. I also wanted to surprise her with a new sword. It has smite 3 and knockback 2. But when I went to give it to her, she was already asleep. Day 30, she got her hands on the sword and tested it out on me.
What? I thought you were a creeper.
She wasn't recording for day 30, but we did the same thing, clearing that far island to make sure her beach paradise had a good view. Day 31, another trader showed up. I guess he didn't hear what happened to the first guy. I tried to capture capture one of his llamas, but he kept spitting at me, probably because I killed his father. The llama did nothing to Torres. It was only mad at me. I could have been your new dad, but I guess it has to be this way. I mined at night and found diamonds. Whoever said you shouldn't do this?
While Luke was working hard in the mine, I began a sculpture. I don't know what it is, but it's art. You don't have to get it.
I was still mining well into day 32.
And I was still working on my modern masterpiece. But by nighttime, I got kicked out of our school and went exploring. I found an ocean monument while exploring, and I only knew that because Luke told me. Who needs an ocean monument? The real treasure I found were sunflowers. Oh no, I'm allergic to bees! Still sailing the open oceans on day 33. Yarg. I even found some spruce trees. It's always good to have a variety of wood. I found some good loot. All around, it was a good day.
I was on fire for most of day 33, but it was for good cause. As you can see by day 34, the fishing room is starting to come together, but I have to kill a lot more cows. We had to have a little alone time and decided to fish together on Torres' private island. This is about as close to holding your hand as I can get to in Minecraft. Day 35, I farmed all day, because that's how long it takes.
And I spent all day 35 giving these chickens my seeds.
Day 36 was Torres' first time in the nether. Recording now.
I am dead. I am going to die if I do keep this up.
As always, building a wall. The town's got a lot of hills, so it's not going to be the easiest wall to construct, but the wall will help a lot. It's definitely not perfect. There's a lot of spots where mobs can
Look
get
at his
in, but
butt.
it's still a good deterrent. I'm telling you,
Look at
it's really much right now, but give us a couple
Alright,
weeks.
where's the...
We both got up bright and early on day 37. We got to keep working on this town. Thanks to some earlier...
Wow, they literally tried this.
Disaster zone. Even the iron golem
They
was off after a
literally
smoke break.
tried
To drag him back in. We have plans to eventually build a bigger house amongst the villagers, but for now we're just commandeering one of these old houses. It's a little tight, but I think I'd call it cozy. Alright, day 38, we're finally growing something other than bread. Today we have some carrots. Most of the job in this village is cosmetic. We're just leveling up the ground. It's very hilly, and by nighttime I started construction on a tunnel that will connect to my big industrial farm. So on the other end of this tunnel is a big open field, and I'm going to fill it with farmland. We want the town to look nice, and with how big I want to make this farm, it could be an eyesore. So I spent all day laying my seed and breaking hose. This is only the beginning.
Please, honey, take in all my seed.
I'm still working on the thick farm in day 40. Recording this, it seems like that's all I do. Again, we can feed ourselves fine. This is all just for frivolous profits.
Well, my husband, the Monsanto of Minecraft, is working on his farm. I was working on my superior, fair trade organic farm. Sure, it's not massive, but it's made with love.
Oh, look, some totally fully grown crops. Don't mind if I do. I don't know what else to tell you guys. This farm is already pretty massive, but it's only going to get bigger. If we want to make this a bustling town, we need some sort of foundation to build it on, and this farm is just that. So I farmed through the night, and only had to stop to kill the occasional skeleton. Tor studied the side of this wall all day. Very helpful. Alright, this is the last day I'm going to be working on the farm. I promise pretty soon I'll be working on something more interesting like mining. We can just skip to the end of the day. Look at all that. That's a lot of farmland. It's going to take a few days for that massive farm to produce, so on day 43 we decided to just mine. We were looking at that cave and feeling pretty brave, despite all of the creepers. By the time I got back up, Torres was already hard at work paving the roads. I told you it's going to look nice. Oh, and this is also the first time she laid eyes on my glorious farm. Somehow it's wildly more beautiful at night. Again, the big farm is connected to the town by the tunnel, and on day 44 I installed some safety features, as you can see here. I know it's just cobblestone, but I think it fits that industrial theme.
And while Luke was using his cobblestone, I was using granite because I have taste. If he's not going to make it look nice, I will. But at least he spends his time making enchanted diamond pickaxes for me. Oh, this is so awesome. I can never go back.
We also started clearing out some land for a house we'll have in town. Sleeping in this tiny shack is getting a bit old, though it's still cozy. I'm laying down some more cobblestone in day 46. We're gonna breed some villagers.
Again with the cobblestone?
I learned how to do this in my 1,000 days playthrough, and it's invaluable to have tons of villagers. But it is a big job. Even by nighttime,
That don't even hurt.
done. Day 47, I was installing a cobblestone path through the nether for safety, but fell in some lava.
Well, that's what you get for using cobblestone.
I was okay. I had plenty of bread. Most of the day was spent on the abduction track. It's a key part of any villager breeder. Hope you enjoyed your life, farmer.
Where are you going?
Sovereignty is about to end. We were both just working on the villager breeder on day 48. Functionally, it only has to be a they're stuck in and can't escape from. But we decided to put a little flair into it. You know, increase their quality of life. Then again, one look at the number of beds that's in this thing.
Who that?
You
Who
can't
that?
really expect much
Who you?
quality of life. Day
Doing?
49, the villager
Doing?
will work. It's functional.
What are
Not
you?
very pretty at this point, but it'll work. Get in the
What
book.
are you,
Farmer,
man?
you're going to a better place.
Sorry, he's doing
that a
this to
wolf?
you. I can't stop him.
You too,
that's a
Mason. Your
wolf
time
for
has
sure.
come. Getting villagers in the breeder can be a tricky process, but by the end of the day, I got all 3 of them in there. However, before I can make some children, I've got to do some farming. It took all day, but there's a lot of farmland. I pretty much expected this. I was farming well into the night and must have zoned out or something, because this creeper walked right up to me and exploded. I was fine, but my farm
On day 51, Luke and I started our big happy family.
All you gotta do to make the villagers breed is give them food, because everyone likes reproducing on a full stomach. Once the breeder's set up, you can pretty much just give them their privacy. They'll work it out on their own. We did chores during the daytime, and by the end, the villagers already produced another child. It gets very out of control very quickly.
Day 52 began with me stalking cats. He took 5 of my fish. He was a stubborn little kitty. Oh, I've only just started my collection.
Later that day, I spotted a cat too and made sure to tie it up for him.
Thanks, honey. Cats are the best presents. My collection of cats is coming along nicely. Now,
Yes.
As I said, it gets very out of control very quickly. They've been in here like 2 days. There's like 7 children. Oh yeah, and they all work for me. Some of them already have jobs, but ultimately we're going to build them all each individual hut for their own job. Like on day 54, we made a shepherd, and if we have a big enough sheep farm, he could be pretty profitable. So I made a sheep farm. It looks small now, but I guarantee you, it'll get real inhumane real fast. The shepherd's running around in black holes, so after borrowing some nearby squid, I was able to have 2 black sheep. And hopefully someday soon we'll have a lot more. Oh, and I left Torres alone for like 5 minutes, and she's already got a brood of these cats. These villagers are becoming a bit much, and I'm really not sure when it's gonna stop. We figured we'd give them some more time to breed. It might be a few more days before we've maxed out that villager breeder. Besides, there's plenty to do, like breeding sheep. Day 56, I expanded the sheep pen. It's a lot bigger than the sheep that are in there, but I'm telling you, I'm gonna fill this thing to the brim. Sleep, my children. Day 57, we both did chores during the day, but at night I constructed a little passage for the villagers. It's almost time to put them in their new homes. Yeah, and that was pretty much all that happened. I mean, would you want to see the footage of me farming? Didn't think so. Day 58's a big day, though, and not just because it was marked by a creeper explosion. Yeah, I realized this dirt passage was totally dumb and a waste of time. No, it's a big day because this is the first day we started building villager huts. Eventually, all the villagers in this town will live in huts similar to this, instead of being crammed in that villager breeder. And by the end of the night, we got the first one in there. A shepherd. He'll buy tons of wool. Well, I was working until the next morning, but sometimes it can be tough to get these guys exactly where you want them. Day 59, we're still making huts, and as you can tell, we're cramming them in there. All right, which one of you is going to be the lucky villager? One of them's gonna be a butcher. He's not very profitable at the start, but if you can get him to master, he'll buy sweet berries for insane profits. These are some long-term investments. We also set up a cleric. We're gonna buy ender pearls from him, and if we ever get a ton of glass bottles, we can sell for profit. Hey,
Why do I like me?
we also got a farmer, but he was being a little difficult. For the time being, the farmer is how we'll make most of our money, thanks to our massive farms. If only we could sell cats for emeralds, we'd make a fortune.
don't even think about it.
By this point, we have all the villagers we really